Hello my patrons and anyone interested, glad you've clicked on this video. We're going to go through the patron rewards, thought it would be good to talk about them so it might clear your confusion. There's been a lot of changes over the last couple of days. If you've seen the emails drop in your inbox, I'm just going to go through what's happening in the clearest way possible, I would say, to the best of my abilities. And hopefully you get a better view of what's to come, okay? And what you can do right now to improve your chances of claiming these rewards. All right, so the tiers themselves, apologies for the tabs, by the way, open at the top. Patreon right now loading really slowly, so this is probably the best way to do it. The tiers themselves have changed. You've got the supporter tier, the season ticket tier, the fanatic tier, the diehard tier, and then your ultras and elite, which has stayed the same, along with the social. So from $2 on, you get tokens every single Youth Squad Legends series to spend on rewards. So the rewards are not locked behind a certain tier now. You get to choose what you want to do, which is awesome. I'm hoping that this makes it a lot easier for people to use their rewards and gives fans a broader choice of what to do per series, okay? So you can see on the top right of every single image, you've got tokens attached. So $2, you've got 1 token, and it goes all the way up to 6 tokens for the $15 plus elite tier, okay? I'm not going to go through them. It's a waste of time. But you can see how many tokens you'll get per tier. So have a check on what tier you're currently on Patreon, and that will tell you how many tokens you get for every single series, okay? There is also early video tier compensation. If you were part of the early video tier through Leyton Orient or Harrogate, I was not able to fulfill them rewards, so I'm offering compensation through FIFA 22 with more. You get more tokens essentially for every series on FIFA 22 to spend, and it essentially compensates you for not having the early videos that you should have had, okay? But that's it. That's how it's going to work right now. And I can show you the pricing of the rewards right here on the changes to Youth Squad Legends Patreon rewards post, okay? So we got an extended amount of rewards. And, well, the first big one, customize YSL player appearance, which has been there for so long. It's one of the OG rewards, is 1 token. It's quite easy to do. I'm asking you to bring hair IDs for the first time, which will be here somewhere. I'll go through that in a second. It'll take you a little bit more time to send in your submission, but it'll streamline it. It'll streamline it for me, which means that it'll be a quicker experience for me, and it needs to be quicker because we're shortening the length of the we're shortening the episodes in every series, so can't be spending as much time doing the finer details, especially of the Wonderkid, where people wanted like crazy things doing to their player. So we have to streamline that stuff to get it in. So we got the customized YSL player appearance, that's 1 token. Add a player is 1 token, which is a guaranteed 75 to 85 potential. Your Wonderkid is 90 to 95. It's 2 tokens. I would try and do something special for you guys, but the 2 tokens is mainly because this is definitely a 90 to 95 player. It's someone that we're probably going to see through the series or talk about through the series. It's definitely going to have an impact on the series. You've got more chance of that having an impact than the add a player at 75 to 85, for instance. Add nation to scouting pool is fairly straightforward. At 1 token, you get your nation put into the scouting pool. We randomly select which nation we're going to scout next, and you might be picked out. That's as simple as that. New one, change name to YSL player. Yes, for the first time, you will be able to change the name of a YSL player, but you've got to act quick. I really do suggest, in fact, it is mandatory if you want to use the change name of YSL player to get into the Cutzy Discord and use the Patreon channel, because whilst I'm recording Youth Squad Legends, episode 1, I will be posting in the Patreon channel, look, I've got this player, he's English, we're just about to sign him up. Anybody willing to change his name, and if you come forward and change his name, that'll be it. It'll be a predetermined list of Football Manager names, so you can't go crazy on these names. I'm not going to allow that. We had, for instance, a Wonderkid called Vidrigas Vengabus. Of course, he was like one of the most popular ones. I don't want any of my players called Vengabus. It would make the series just ridiculous. So I will give you a predetermined list of Football Manager names. If you don't like that list, I can give you another one, but that'll be it. That'll be your choice from that point forward. And how we're going to determine the Football Manager names is that I'm going to like load up a save from that particular nation, let it run for a couple of seasons, look at the youth intakes, just take screenshots, really, and off we go using them names that have been generated through the youth intake. Yeah, boring stuff. Actually, like properly boring stuff, but it will result in a wider variety of name, which is what we're looking for. Kit suggestion for YSL: every like couple of seasons we're going to be changing the kits of Youth Squad Legends, and instead of it being like a closed off thing, we're actually going to just open it up to the people of the career mode, so it's just a bit more interactive essentially, and we're going to remove the Cutzy sponsor and have our own sponsors and that. You know, it's just going to be wicked. And then yeah, that's a one token thing, by the way. And be a scout. Be a scout is another one where you can be the scout of the series. You're going to have to be quick on that because there's only a few slots for scout. But if you fancy trying to find the next YSL superstar and get your name dropped a couple of times, then that is for you. That's at one token because even though it's kind of big in the series, it's so easy to do. Okay. But you're going to have to be quick on that one. If you've been around the channel for a little bit, there's a few changes on these rewards because of how streamlined the series is going to be. So I will do that right now. So customize YSL player appearance. You will have to come prepared with the player's new hair ID and facial ID if you want to change the hairstyle up. I've got links that will help you find the hair ID and facial ID links that you'll be able to find on the more rewards and new and more rewards on new and existing reward changes. That post, yeah. so I've got two links. Click them, and you should be able to find most of the hair IDs. If you don't find a particular hair ID that you need, you can also go on to the Discord. I'm really pushing the Discord. Get on the Discord. The patrons will help you out. All the patrons. Some of them do have FIFA on PC. I might even be able to help you out. But like I said, because of the rewards, I'm going to try and keep the rewards the same, but it is a shorter series. I will be hella busy when trying to tackle this. Add a Wonderkid will be limited to name, skin colour, nationality, squad number, boots, and hair colour. Them things are pretty easy to get in. And like the YSL player appearance, please come prepared with hair ID and facial ID. I was fine with adding really detailed requests like Roy Kent. Ben wanted to replicate the Roy Keane Prime Moments card, I think, on FIFA. So I was like, okay, that's fine. We copied all the attributes on. We're not going to go to that level of detail this time around, and I'm sure you can understand. The main difference, I would say, there's two differences between add a Wonderkid and add a player. Add a Wonderkid, I'll still allow you to choose a particular club for the player to go to. Add a player, you won't be able to do that. Add a Wonderkid, guaranteed 90 to 95 potential. Add a player, 75 to 85, okay? Okay. Add a nation to scouting pool, just underlining that this guarantees that your chosen nation is in the hat and potentially can be used in the series. Can't fully guarantee that it will be used in the series because we had a lot of people wanting to add to Leighton Orient. to a point where we can actually get everybody's reward fulfilled. So there you go. That's how that goes. Change name of YSL player we've gone through. It's a predetermined list from Football Manager, and you will not be inputting your own. Kit suggestion we've already gone through, and be a scout we've already gone through. You are not limited to how many rewards. Sorry, I'll rephrase that. You are not limited in the number of a particular reward. So if you want to, if you've got like 4 tokens and you want to change the name of 2 YSL players, you can absolutely do that. If you've got 3 tokens and you want to customize 3 YSL players, you can absolutely do that. You can have duplicates of one particular reward. Just spend your tokens as wisely as you can with whatever you want to do in the series. And that's really the main achievement of the changes on Patreon. The fact that a single reward is not locked behind something. If you really want to add a Wonderkid with your 2 tokens, that's absolutely fine. You can do that. If you want to stick in 3 nations to the scouting pool, that's fine. There's more information, or just doubling down on how the tokens work, essentially. And we'll have a main rewards page open very soon, so I can track all the rewards. But for now, that's all I've got, and hopefully I've been a bit more informative for you guys, so you know what's going on the Patreon, because this is the biggest change that we've made to the Patreon all the way through. I think we've just added on top of what we had as a foundation. This is just completely like kind of deconstructing it and making it a bit simpler, I guess. Yeah, and that's that. See you next time.